I am walking to the Chicago Board of Trade. I got a breakfast with a client, and walking to the Board of Trade, it reminded me of a story. So there's a book out there called "The Kid from the Windy City," and it's about a man named Lee Stern. Now you're saying, who is Lee Stern? He's the longest contiguous seat holder and member of the Board of Trade. He is in his 90s, and he still goes in the office and trades grain futures every day. And so, what does this have to do with you? Well, he was a floor trader, obviously, old style, open outcry futures trader for about, probably 40 years, and things went electronic, and he excelled. And the story you hear over and over again is that a guy traded on the floor for 40 years, things went electronic, and they failed, or they couldn't do it anymore, or they went out of business. That's really the common theme you would expect out of an old timer like Lee. But he did great, and the people that worked for him did great, and so on and so on. Why? Well, I think what you're really seeing is the difference between a guy that knows how to trade and a guy that knows how to take advantage of his view of order flow and his view of relationships with brokers. Most of the guys that made a lot of money had good relationships with brokers, and they would tend to kind of have an idea of what paper was coming in and when, and partially because the brokers maybe were a little too friendly. And not in an illegal way, nothing illegal, I don't want to insinuate anything. But certainly, it helped them to know kind of when there might be an order and things like that. So a lot of those guys, when they no longer had that kind of competitive advantage, failed. Well, the problem with them is they didn't try to get really good at what they're doing. They try to just take advantage of the situation. So Lee did really good because not only could he take advantage of the situation on the floor, but he actually knew how to trade. He learned, what was going to make the grains move, why the grains are moving, how to make money on them. He got really good at it. And so he went off floor and saw almost no change in how well he was doing as a trader. And I think the lesson here is that just because you're excelling or you're doing well doesn't mean you're good. I've definitely been through that. There's been some times where, I've had some kneecappings and some humiliating moments in my trading where I learned, maybe I didn't know as much as I thought. And, I like to think I'm finally putting all that together. But that's really what we need to be doing, is realizing that maybe we're not as smart as we think we are, and going out and continuing to try and get better. I was talking to a woman on the train today, and she said, most people lack curiosity, and I think that's the difference between successful traders and failures, is being curious. And the other one is critical thinking. But I would say curiosity. And what I would say about Lee is he's curious. And he has critical thinking, but he's curious. And that is why he does so well. We had VIX settlement today, settled 1269. And I think that we're probably going to have a bit of a slow one. So, I hope everybody has a great day.